Hi guys, so I am back with July's recap, but you probably already knew that by the title, so forget the intro, let's just jump right in. Alright, so for those of you that have been with me for a while, you already know what I use my month view for. For anybody that's new here, the first time seeing my month view spread, hello, welcome to my channel. This is how I use my month view spread. It is very filled and it doesn't start out like this. So my month view spreads start out very bare, and I like it like that because what I like to use my month views for is an at-a-glance journal for the fun things or maybe not so fun things that happen for the month. So at the end of the week, at the end of the month, whenever I really have time, I will sit down. I will literally flip through every single day and look at each day and just kind of note something on my month view that happened for that day. So not every day something big happens or exciting or anything like that happens. So for the days that nothing goes on really, I just usually decorate it with a sticker or some washi tape to kind of like block out the day. But this is what the month spread turned out to be. If you want, I do have a video decorating this month view spread, so if you want to check that out from like to see how it starts off until the end result. I'm not going to go into this because I'll go into this, you know, the special days in my weekly spread, so let's get right in. Sorry for the glare, gold washi tape problems. Anyway, so this is a pink, mint, and gold theme. This is the Michaels tube. Hey, shh. This is the Michaels tube washi that had the pink, mint, and gold, and once I received it, I knew I had to do a spread on it. I don't know how much of the writing you'll be actually be able to see because of the glare, but this is how the first week came out, and I'm just going to go through each day and kind of just go over and recap what happened in July. So on Monday, this day, Destiny got accepted to preschool. We did watch a Finding Dory, which for a Disney movie or a Pixar movie, this movie was very suspenseful. Like, everything wrong kept happening. I was like, okay, it's gonna be okay this time, and then something else went wrong. So this movie really kept you on your toes, and I loved it. So that happened. Then I went to dinner with my friends. Anytime there's some blank spots where I really don't have anything to fill in or anything that's going on, I do like to fill it up with stickers so it does look full. I met a fellow planner girl that was here in Hawaii. We have our 150 days till Disney right here. We're getting so close. And that is about it that happened for this week. So this is how this week turned out. Very matchy-matchy, just how I like it. Moving along, 4th of July week. Of course, I had to go with the red, white, and blue theme. No surprise there, right? We just grilling and chilling on Monday the 4th, which was really nice. I didn't work that day. Everybody was off, and we just had the grill going outside. Let's see what else. We went to lunch at one of our favorite spots. And okay, here's a story. This is going to be a story time. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to bring it up for you. So I had to add in a picture this day. This is the car that I drove in high school. It is a 1966 Ford Mustang, and it is purple. Yes, purple. I wanted my car purple, and so my dad painted it purple for me. Backstory on this. June, pretty much exactly 1 month before. Now this car has been gone for 12 years. My dad sold it when I purchased my truck, and that was the end of it. And what's funny is we've always had a Mustang in our family ever since I was a baby. Ever since we lived in California, there's always been a Mustang in our garage, in our carport, or whatever you want to call it. We've always had one. So this was the last baby to go, and from when we sold it, we have not had another Mustang in our family. And it was sad because we've always had one. So 1 month ago, June 7th, my dad was browsing Craigslist and he found a listing for my exact same car. And so I put in here, must get car back. My first car, it was purple, so I used a purple car sticker. Forgot about it completely. Wednesday the 6th. So during that time, I was like, oh, we're not gonna get it. Can't come up with the money, you know, just whatever. I forgot about it. I just wiped it. I was like, okay, we're not going to get it back, so it's okay. Wednesday the 6th, I saw a classic Mustang driving down the road, and it, like, a light bulb went off in my head, like, oh my gosh, like, is this Mustang's still available. And I asked my dad, and he's like, oh yeah, it's still for sale or whatever. I was like, okay, well, I want it back, and we're gonna get it back. And I don't care what I have to do to get this car back. So I saw a Mustang here, and you guys know how, you know, that whole theory, like things come in threes. I don't know if it's just the bad things that come in threes, or if it could be good things that come in threes. I don't know, but I took this as a good things come in threes. So I saw a classic Mustang on this day. I was scrambling on this day to scramble up some money just so we could get this car back, because I wanted it back, especially after hearing that it was still for sale. I scrambled this day. I was all over the place trying to, you know, gather up some money to buy this car back. As I was driving around, I saw another classic Mustang. Another old, like 1960s Mustang. And prior to this whole week, it is very rare to see a classic Mustang. Maybe if you're driving every single day of your life on the road for hours, maybe you'll come across one here, but it's very rare. So for me to see one this day and this day, I was like, that is a sign. The third day, it's going to be my old Mustang. Like, it's a sign, it's gonna happen. So I did it. I've gathered up all of this money from all kinds of places, and I called my dad. I texted my dad. I was like, I have the money. Can we get this car back? And I couldn't wait for his reply. So I literally called him a minute later. He's like, oh, I was just going to call. I was like, you're going to call me? What do you want? And he's like, no, I'm going to call the guy to see if we can go see the car. So the very next day, they made not an appointment, but, you know, to meet up so he can see the car. And my dad said, like, oh, this thing is like trashed. Like, it's not even in the condition it was before. I was like, that's okay. We'll fix it. Like, we will fix it. And lo and behold, he sent me a picture of them driving it away from the guy's place that had it. And it was just a very epic day. We now have a Mustang back in our family after not having one for 12 years, and it was just an amazing feeling. And that day I had to drive down to my dad's workshop to go and look at it because I haven't seen it, and it sounds exactly the same. There's rust on it, so it does need to be fixed up a bit. But my car is back home, and I couldn't believe it. It's crazy to think that 12 years later, I have the car that I drove in high school back in my possession. Anyways, that was my very rambly story, but I don't know, I thought I would share it because I don't share too much. Well, you guys see what I do on a daily basis. This is part of my personal life, but this is just, I don't know, a personal story. Maybe not so personal because it's not like, I don't know, whatever's. But that was a very, very, very exciting day. Anyways, moving along, that was about it. This was the epic week of just, it was an epic week. That just made it. Anyways, moving along, this is a washi tube from the Happy Planner or Mombi. This one, I think all of these came in that set. Things that happened for this week, Michael's stores shared my washi wall on their Facebook page as part of their ad, so I had to mark that. That same day, Destiny had a start date for preschool, so that was amazing. We went school supply shopping, which is very dangerous because I want everything for myself, and I was trying to tell Jaden, like, oh, let's get this one, let's get this one, but I stopped. Anyways, that was that day. I got very, very sick, sore throat, runny nose, just, and pardon the French, but I got very, very sick on those days, and I told myself I need to rest because it was Jaden's 10th birthday on Sunday. He wanted to go to this one park, but it was very rainy that day, but we did have dinner at Outback, so that was nice. The next week was a leopard print theme week. It was the hubby's birthday. His colors are red, black, and gray, but I had to throw some like girly stuff into it, of course. But let's see, my friend came over this week. Destiny had a doctor's appointment, which she was a huge champ with her. I think she got like 4 shots. She got poked 4 times. I chopped off my hair. I think I chopped off about 8 inches of it, so I feel light as a feather now. My mystery bundle went live. Ryder had a doctor's appointment, and that kid was a champ with his shots too. Hub's 32nd birthday, we had lunch at Mai Tais. That's our go-to spot for, I don't know, just celebrating and for lunch in general because of the couches, and the kids can just like not run free because it's kind of like a bar, but they're semi-free. Nothing too big on this day, neither on this day. I'm obsessed with rainy days, so I did end up making a rainy day sticker to mark the days. Like, I'm obsessed with rainy days. last spread in the July before we hit August was a watermelon theme. This was my first time doing a watermelon theme. I didn't do one last year, and I really like how this turned out. I love this washi. This is from Simply Gilded on Etsy and Instagram. I love it. It's really cute. Nothing too much. My friend came over and she found out that she passed a test that she took, so I did mark that. And we hit 125 days until Disney. Time's flying. I love it, but I don't love it. Like, I'm so excited for Disney. My son had an open house for his school. And I think that's pretty much it. Jin had a haircut. Well, it wasn't even a haircut. He wanted to dye his hair or highlight his hair. And that is it. That finishes off July's recap. This is probably the most lengthy recap video, but I did want to share my little story of how epic that day was. Like, it took up this whole spot right here when I had to rewrite it. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video. One quick last flip through. And that was July. We're already in August. That is insane. But anyways, I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys like recap videos to see, if you're not following me on Instagram, at least you can see what my full spreads turn out to be after you see the plan with me's. Anyways, again, thanks always for watching. I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye guys.